What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan, and on this planet we send it. And what we're going to be getting today, well, immediately I'm going to be hopping in, getting into my Get Dirty clothes, and I'm going to be showing you the engine block for the stroker build because it passed the Magnaflux test. So we're good to go ahead and continue on. So I picked up an engine stand, so I'm going to go ahead and assemble that, put the engine block on there, and then we're going to kind of do some before and after on where things were before the machine shop, where they are now, and then talk about the way ahead as far as preservation being the next step. All right, I got a plan in place. Let's go ahead and send it. All right, what you're seeing me do here is I'm using my tap and die set to figure out which bolts are what. So I'm pretty confident this is the one for up top, but the bottom, of course, is a different size. Hopefully it's at least standard like this one is. This one being... Heck, I can't even see this. I'm going to have to bring it in. Bring it to the store. Let me see this one. This one looks like it's the size of this one. Yeah. Let me go ahead and... I know it's not necessarily recommended to use tap and die as a thread chaser, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go real slow. Real easy. Till I bottom out, because I should bottom out in this one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one real fast. Is the other one even in view? It will be shortly. All right, we'll go ahead and thread. Whenever I'm doing this, to make sure I do it right, I always like using my fingers to make sure that it appears like it's going in the right way, which it is. So now I'm getting down towards the grime. I just do it real softly. Oh, looks like I was there all the way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, if you're wondering why I needed to do thread chasers, because, well, since I bought the block, I don't have these bolts. So I'm figuring out which bolts to go over to Home Depot and pick them up with. So I'm going to go pick up 2 and 2, and I'll be back. We'll put the engine on the mount. It's the next day, and so hopefully we'll be able to get there and back. Should have plenty of daylight to be able to get all this done today and get it out tomorrow. All right, I'll see you in a sec. All right, the moment of truth. Did I get the right size? No, of course I didn't. Son of a... How about this one? This one, yes. All right, how about now? Hallelujah. Okay. Now let's see if I got the right sizes, as in the right length. Not long enough. We need 3.5. They didn't have it. Oh my goodness, if this works, this is going to be crazy. I don't even want to tell you where I got these things from until after I put these in, and we'll see. Just know that this is not going to be permanent. Oops. Oh my goodness. So starting here underneath the engine at the front, we can plainly see that they did do a great job at kind of cleaning up the oil deposits and all the oil. So it's almost completely oil free, and they did a real good job at getting off all the carbon buildup. But let me put the light there. You can see here what I want to do, and I'll probably do this, I don't know if that's the next step, I'll see here in a second, but I want to kind of clear up these areas right here that are just, you know, they could be opened up to allow a little bit better oil to flow back in here. Attempting to hold the light and be able to point and do the camera all here, but you can see in here is where some of the carbon deposit still remains in some of these harder areas. But overall, they did do a pretty good job. Now, there's some rust I'm definitely going to attend to, and we're going to talk about that here at the end of this video. But I'm just kind of showing you how the engine looks and on the inside. It definitely, I want to try to be able to also be able to get the rust out of the inside where the water jacket is at, so that I can ensure that there's no chunks of rust, you know, floating about when I, you know, start this up, and then in the radiator. So I want to be able to the best I can. I know I'm not going to be able to get 100%, but I got an idea on how I'm going to be able to get quite a bit, almost all, but not all. And this side's very similar. It's cleaned up really good. There's a few carbon spots. I definitely want to get in there and kind of like, thread chase or, very, very gently go ahead and tap and dye it to clean those out. I know, again, you're not supposed to, but it's not recommended, but I'm going to because that's what I got. And on this side, it's looking pretty good. Here's another location right there. I'm going to kind of open that up and let that just, smooth those edges out just a little bit to support better water flow into the timing chain area. And the machine shop was able to clean in there, but you can see around the side of the jacket where they weren't. And I want to be able to get just about everything in there looking similar to this. And again, we'll talk about that here in just a second. Here at the top part of the engine, everything is looking good and clean. The bores are looking nice and smooth. I'm trying not to fall. I'll explain why I didn't turn it all the way over and look down on it here in just a second. And you can still see all the rust within the water jackets. In the lifter valleys, I don't know how well you can see it. It's not easy to get you guys in the right position with the light too, but it's nice and clean in there. The reason why I didn't want to turn this all the way over, because these are aluminum. These are actually from a baby safety device to keep babies off of stairs. So that was basically wrapping around this corner of the stairs to basically pin in the blockage in the way so the baby couldn't go down. And right now, I'm okay with it being like this because the only thing that this really needs to do is prevent this from going left to right, all the forces being pushed this way. But if I were to turn it the other way around, then it would start pulling and this aluminum would give quick. So that's why I kept this here. Okay, so what's next on the engine is I want to get the preservation done. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use some electrolysis to go ahead and pull all the rust off. Now, I'll be honest, that's going to take me a little bit because I have just about everything I need for the electrolysis. The one part that I don't have is an air compressor to basically, when I pull it out of the solution, to dry it off real quick. Now, I plan to use Pour 15 on this, so I can go ahead and paint over rust, and it won't be that too bad, but I don't want to make it too egregious. So it's going to take me, I don't know, a few weeks or so before I finally get the air compressor. But once I get that, I have everything ready for the electrolysis. And so that'll be the next time that you see me for the stroker build. It'll probably be in a few weeks when I can get that air compressor. But anyways, it's late outside, it's dark, and so I can't necessarily do the closing video out there. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.